Hey there, friends. Let's talk about oatmeal. Most of us grew up thinking oatmeal was one of the best things you could eat for breakfast. It's warm, it's filling, and it just feels healthy, doesn't it? But here's something you might not expect. Depending on how you're preparing it, your morning oatmeal might actually be doing more harm than good, especially if you're over 60. Now, don't worry. Oatmeal itself isn't bad. It could be a fantastic choice for folks our age. But there are some really common mistakes that many people make without realizing. Mistakes that could mess with your blood sugar, your digestion, and even your energy. Let's tell you about Martha. She's 72, lives in Oregon, and swore by her oatmeal every morning. But then she started feeling off, bloated, tired, and her numbers at the doctor weren't looking so great. Turns out, the problem wasn't oatmeal, it was how she was making it. A few simple changes, and now she feels like her old self again. More energy, better digestion, and her doctor was just as surprised as she was. In today's video, we're going to walk through 5 oatmeal mistakes that could be getting in the way of your health and how to fix them. And at the very end, we'll even share 3 simple, tasty oatmeal recipes made especially for seniors. Recipes that boost energy, fight inflammation, and keep you feeling full. So grab a cozy seat, maybe even a cup of tea, and stick with us. You'll be glad you did. Before we get started, if you find this kind of health info helpful, please take a second to subscribe to our channel Elderly Health. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. We're all in this together, and we want to help each other live stronger, one step at a time. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1, drowning oatmeal in sugar. Let's be honest. Many of us like our oatmeal sweet. A little brown sugar, maybe some honey or maple syrup, raisins, bananas. It tastes good and it feels like a treat. But here's the thing. When we load up our oatmeal with too much sugar, we turn something healthy into a sugar bomb. What happens in your body? As we get older, our bodies handle sugar differently. We become more sensitive to it. That means our blood sugar goes up faster and stays high longer, which can lead to tiredness, brain fog, or even trouble with blood sugar levels. Let's look at Paul's story. Paul is 67. Every morning, he'd make oatmeal with honey, raisins, banana, and sweetened almond milk. But after his checkup, his doctor said he was on the verge of diabetes. Paul was shocked. His breakfast seemed healthy, but once he started cutting back on sugar, swapping in fresh berries and unsweetened almond milk, his numbers started improving within a few months. Here are some easy fixes. Use fresh fruit like blueberries or raspberries instead of dried fruit. Skip the sugar and try cinnamon or nutmeg for flavor. Add a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt. It's creamy and adds protein. Want a little sweet? Try a few thin apple slices or half a banana. Ever tried savory oats? Add a scrambled egg, a little spinach, and a sprinkle of cheese. It's warm, comforting, and doesn't spike your sugar at all. You don't have to give up flavor. You just have to be smart about what you're adding. Oatmeal doesn't need to be dessert. It could be a meal that fills you up and gives you steady energy all morning long. Mistake number 2, relying on flavored instant oatmeal packets. They're quick, they're easy, and they seem healthy, especially when the box says things like whole grain or heart healthy. But those little oatmeal packets you microwave, they can be sneaky. Many of them are full of added sugar, artificial flavors, and preservatives. That's not the kind of stuff we want first thing in the morning, especially when we're trying to stay sharp, keep our blood pressure in check, and avoid those mid-morning energy crashes. What's the problem? Instant oatmeal is usually more processed than old-fashioned or steel-cut oats. That means it digests faster and can spike your blood sugar. And when it's loaded with sugar and flavoring, well, that doesn't help either. Let's talk about Emma. Emma, 70, moved into a senior living apartment and started eating flavored oatmeal packets every morning. They were easy and tasted good. But after a few weeks, she noticed she was feeling more tired and her blood sugar readings were all over the place. Her dietitian took one look at those packets and said, "Let's go back to basics." Emma switched to plain oats with fruit and nuts and felt better in just a few days. There's a better way to do this. Choose plain rolled oats or steel-cut oats. They take a little longer, but are worth it. Make a big batch once a week and store in the fridge. Just reheat what you need. Or try overnight oats. Soak your oats in milk or yogurt in the fridge, and they're ready in the morning. Tasty add-ins that won't mess you up. A spoon of nut butter, like almond or peanut butter. A few fresh berries or banana slices. A sprinkle of cinnamon. A tablespoon of ground flaxseed or chia seeds. Just because something is quick doesn't mean it's good for you. Taking a few extra minutes to make real oatmeal with real ingredients can make a big difference in how you feel all day. Mistake number 3, not storing your oats the right way. This one might surprise you. Most of us just toss the oats in the pantry, maybe close up the bag with a clip and call it good. But if oats aren't stored properly, they can go bad, and not just stale bad. We're talking about mold. Here's what happens. If oats are kept somewhere warm and damp, like near your stove or in a humid cupboard, they could develop mold. And some molds make something called mycotoxins, which are tiny toxins that can upset your stomach and put a strain on your liver and immune system. That's especially true for seniors. Meet Joan. Joan, 74, kept her oats in a bag right next to the oven. Over time, she started noticing her stomach felt funny after breakfast. She thought it was just age. But once she moved her oats into a dry, airtight container and kept it in a cooler spot, her symptoms cleared up in a couple of weeks. Here's what you can do. Store oats in a glass jar or plastic container with a tight lid. Keep them away from the stove, sink, or dishwasher. If your house is humid, you might even keep them in the fridge. Always check the expiration date and give them a quick sniff. If they smell musty, toss them. Write the date you bought the oats on a sticky note and stick it to the container. That way, you won't lose track. It doesn't matter how good your oats are if they've gone bad. Store them right, and you protect yourself from some very real but totally avoidable problems. Mistake number 4, skipping protein and healthy fat. Oatmeal has a lot of great things going for it, especially fiber. But on its own, it's mostly carbs. If you're not adding some protein and healthy fats, you're missing out on some serious benefits, like staying full longer and keeping your energy steady. Why it matters. As we age, we start to lose muscle more easily. That's called sarcopenia. Getting enough protein helps slow that down. And adding healthy fats supports our brain, joints, and heart. George's story. George is 70, and he liked his oats plain with just a bit of cinnamon. But by mid-morning, he was starving and feeling wiped out. After talking to a nutritionist, he started adding peanut butter, a scoop of protein powder, and a few walnuts. Big difference. Now he feels full until lunch and has more energy. Things you might want to add. A scoop of Greek yogurt or protein powder. A tablespoon of chia seeds or ground flaxseed. A spoonful of nut butter, peanut, almond, sunflower. A few chopped walnuts or pecans. You could try this. Cook your oats. Stir in a scoop of protein powder. Top with sliced banana and a spoon of almond butter. Sprinkle cinnamon on top. That's a powerhouse breakfast. You don't need to eat like a bodybuilder. But adding just a little protein and fat to your oats helps you stay strong, avoid energy crashes, and feel better overall. Mistake number 5, thinking all oats are automatically gluten-free. This one catches a lot of people off guard. You hear oats, and you figure they're naturally gluten-free, right? That's true, but only part of the story. Here's the issue. Oats themselves don't contain gluten, but a lot of oats are processed in the same places as wheat or barley. That means they can pick up tiny bits of gluten during packaging. And if you're someone who's sensitive to gluten, even a small amount can cause problems. Why this matters for seniors. As we get older, our bodies can become more sensitive to certain foods, even if we didn't have issues when we were younger. Gluten can cause bloating, stomach pain, joint aches, and even make us feel foggy or tired. Let's talk about Jane. Jane is 69 and had been eating oatmeal every day for years. Then she started noticing she felt sluggish after breakfast. Her joints hurt more, and her stomach just felt off. Her doctor couldn't find anything wrong, but her nutritionist had an idea. Jane switched to certified gluten-free oats, and just like that, her symptoms started fading. Within a couple of weeks, she felt more like herself. What you can do: look for the label. Certified gluten-free oats are your safest bet. Skip the bulk bins at the grocery store. It's hard to know what else has been in there. Try trusted brands that make gluten-free oats, like Bob's Red Mill or GF Harvest. Even if gluten never bothered you before, your body can change over time. If your oatmeal is making you feel off, this might be something worth trying. Just because oats are natural doesn't mean they're automatically safe for everyone. If you're feeling bloated or tired after your morning bowl, gluten contamination could be the hidden reason. Now that we've gone through the 5 most common oatmeal mistakes, let's take everything we've learned and build the perfect bowl. One that's made for your energy, your heart, and your life after 60. Now let's take all the lessons we've learned and turn them into something simple and delicious. Let's build the perfect bowl of oatmeal for folks over 60. One that gives you steady energy, supports your muscles, and helps you feel good all morning long. Start with the right kind of oats. Steel-cut oats are the least processed. They take longer to cook, but they keep your blood sugar nice and steady. Rolled oats are a little quicker and still full of fiber. Certified gluten-free oats are the safest choice if your stomach is sensitive. If you're using instant oats, try to pick the plain kind without added sugar or flavoring. Pick the right liquid. Use water if you like it simple. Try unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, or even soy milk for creaminess. For an extra boost, cook your oats in low-sodium bone broth. It adds protein and minerals. Now, add the good stuff. Here's where your bowl becomes powerful. A spoonful of nut butter, peanut, almond, or cashew. A handful of fresh berries like blueberries or raspberries. A sprinkle of chia seeds or flax seeds for fiber and healthy fats. A shake of cinnamon or nutmeg for flavor and blood sugar control. A scoop of Greek yogurt or protein powder for staying full longer. Easy recipe to try. Half a cup rolled oats. 1 cup unsweetened almond milk. 1 tablespoon ground flaxseed. 1 tablespoon almond butter. A 1/4 cup fresh blueberries. Sprinkle of cinnamon. Stir it all together and enjoy it warm, or soak it overnight in the fridge and eat it cold in the morning. If you're short on time, make a big batch of oatmeal on Sunday. Keep it in the fridge and warm up a little each morning. Just add your toppings when you're ready to eat. Oatmeal is only as good as what you put in it. Add the right extras, and you'll have a breakfast that fuels your body, sharpens your mind, and keeps you going strong all day. Ready to pull it all together? Let's wrap up with a few final thoughts and share some of our favorite oatmeal recipes made just for seniors. Well, friends, we've covered a lot about oatmeal today. From sneaky sugars to storage tips, you've learned how to turn your everyday breakfast into something that really supports your health. So here's a little reminder of the main points. Cut down on the sugar. Your body will thank you. Skip the flavored instant packets and go with real oats. Store your oats properly to avoid mold or spoilage. Don't forget to add protein and healthy fat to keep you strong. And if gluten bothers you, make sure your oats are certified gluten-free. Every little change adds up. You don't need to do everything at once. Just start with one thing and go from there. Now, before we go, we want to share 3 easy oatmeal recipes that are especially great for folks over 60. These are tasty, simple to make, and packed with nutrients your body will love. Recipe number 1, Blueberry Boost Oatmeal. Half a cup rolled oats. 1 cup unsweetened almond milk. A 1/4 cup blueberries, fresh or frozen. 1 tablespoon chia seeds. A small spoonful of almond butter. A sprinkle of cinnamon. Why it's great: helps support memory, fights inflammation, and keeps your stomach feeling good. Recipe number 2, Savory Oats for Sore Joints. Half a cup steel-cut oats. 1 cup low-sodium bone broth or water. 1 handful of sautéed spinach. 1 poached or soft-boiled egg. A dash of turmeric and black pepper. Why it's great: full of protein, comforting, and helpful if your joints are a little stiff in the mornings. Recipe number 3, Apple Pie Heart Healthy Oatmeal. Half a cup rolled oats. 1 cup oat milk. A 1/4 cup diced apple with peel. 1 tablespoon ground flaxseed. A shake of cinnamon and nutmeg. Why it's great: helps lower cholesterol, keeps things moving in your digestive system, and tastes like a treat. You don't have to overhaul your diet or follow trendy health fads. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is make better choices with the foods you already love. And oatmeal? It's a good one, especially when it's done right. Yellow Heart, if you enjoyed this, be sure to like the video, share it with a friend or loved one, and subscribe to our channel Elderly Health. We're here to help you live well, eat well, and feel strong at every age. Thanks for watching, and here's to a healthier, happier breakfast tomorrow morning.